Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Virtual Unit Fitness. As always, I am your host, Jay, and today we are going back to our vertical loading. Bam! So we're hitting these exercises here, okay? Which means that we're going to hit all three exercises in one round, okay? So instead of going this way where we hit our first exercise and do all of our reps and sets, we're gonna do just one set of reps here, then move down to the second exercise, and then the third exercise. So there's gonna be 3 rounds where all 3 exercises are being used, okay? So today we are doing exercises, our superheroes again. We are also moving into a new exercise called bird dogs. What? Huh? I have no idea why it's called bird dogs, but that's what it's called. And then finally, we're gonna do our double jump touch, which I know we've done in class before, but I may not have said the name. Either way, we're gonna go over it today and it's gonna all be part of our workout. This workout is going to be focusing on our strength, but also our aerobic activity as well. So we're gonna get the blood flowing, okay? And I'll see you all for our warm up. Here we go. Welcome to the warm-up, everybody. It is time to get going. So like I said, we're gonna focus on our muscles and our aerobic activity. So I really want us to work on loosening up our joints as well as getting our body ready to do some of our aerobic activity. So we're gonna do a little bit of jumping side to side. We're also gonna be working on some stretching and of course, loosening up our joints, all right? So let's get started with our usual. We're gonna start up at the head and we are gonna make those little circles. Now, I know I say all the time, let's make those circles as smooth as possible. And I hope by now, after the amount of times we've been making circles, we start to notice that our range of motion has gone from almost jagged and all over the place to a lot smoother, right? We found that range of motion, that movement that we have, and you can make your circles a little bigger now too. But we found that range of motion, and that's super, super important. That's what we're looking for. We don't want to limit our range of motion by never using our joints in their full range of motion that they offer. So even though that we don't make circles with our head all the time, you can make your circle just a little bit bigger. It's important to use and open up that range of motion, switch directions. And you may notice you have to change the speed and how focused you are on your circles when you switch directions. Each side is gonna feel different because we turn our head differently depending on how we are using our joints, right? So we wanna make sure that, and you can make those circles a little smaller, that we're not just going side to side or up and down, but we're using the entire range of motion that our joints allow us to use, right? So now we're gonna move into our circles for our shoulders. Open up those shoulders, bringing them all the way up to your ears, stretching it all the way back and coming down, nice and smooth. We got some paint on our shoulders, very nice. And we're gonna switch directions, bring it forward, squeeze that back all the way up to those ears and round forward. Squeeze them back all the way up to those ears and round forward. Very nice. We want to make sure that we're using our range of motion in our shoulders too, because so often we bring our hands out, which is a normal thing, and we can start actually doing some circles here. We want to make sure that we're not just going side to side, but we're using the full range, right? I know I keep saying that, but I'm trying to emphasize the fact that this is why we make these circles, right? So we can be prepared to use our muscles, our body, by any means necessary, right? And switch directions. Wow, so interesting. I'm watching myself in the video and I can see the difference from one shoulder to the other. Very interesting. Great, we're gonna bring our hands out in front. We're gonna open real wide and bring it back. Open real wide and bring it back in. Open real wide, bring it back in. Last time, as wide as you can. Open as wide as you can. Staying inside the joints. We're not bringing our shoulders out. Keep them inside our range of motion and back to the middle. Very nice. We're gonna use our elbows now. We're gonna do some circles with our elbows, okay? So we're gonna imagine that we're holding a paintbrush and we're making giant circles with our paintbrush. Very nice. Open that range of motion. Very nice, and we'll switch directions. Awesome job. Super important that we do this for ourselves, especially when we're sitting in a very small contained area like a desk or in front of a computer screen all day. We want to make sure that we're moving. Let's get our wrists going here. Circles out to the side, around. Very nice. See if you can do one side and then the other and reverse it. Great job. Hands out in front. We're just going side to side. Wake up those oblique muscles. Wake up the spine. Keep a nice bend at the knees too. So you have a nice swing side to side. Nice and easy. This shouldn't be hard. This shouldn't be rushed. The spine is the most important area for us to wake up. So we really want to make sure we do that well. Good. Very nice. And come back to center. We're going to practice our balance a little bit. We're going to bring ourselves up, and instead of holding our knee up, we're going to rotate our knee. Whoa, different. If you need to bring your hands out to balance, you can. The idea is that we're keeping our knees, turn to the side so you can see, at a 90 degree. We don't want it down here. We want it nice and up so this whole joint gets the work. Because when we bring it down here, the leg is doing most of the work. We want the rotation in the joint to be working. You can hold down here if you feel like you need to, just to practice. Switch directions as well. Find that balance and switch. Awesome. And switch legs. Come on up. Boom. Get those nice rotations. Awesome. And to the side. Great, 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 great. So for our ending, before we go into our jumps, we're just gonna put our ankle, we're gonna put the balls of our feet on the ground, so you can see here, and we're just gonna try to make smooth circles with our ankles this time. Instead of lifting them up and making circles, now we're gonna imagine that the paint is on the heel, and we're trying to make circles with our heel. Very nice. Smoothest circle you can. And switch directions. If it feels funky, if it feels weird, that's okay. This might never be something that we actually do in our day-to-day life, and that's okay. But we're here to practice, and we're here to find the funky feelings and make them feel less funky. Unless you're James Brown, then everything is funky, right? Very nice. Switch directions, switch feet. Good. Awesome job. Ooh, this one's hard. This one's sticky for me. Definitely got to do some more rotations on this side. Good. Check your posture too. Make sure we're not just leaning onto one side, but we're evenly distributing weight in our hips. Awesome. Okay. So now if we're on a mat, just make sure that there's nothing behind you. We are going to practice jumping forward and backward. Okay. Jumping on the mat and off the mat. We're going to go for 10 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. And now we're going to go into the front. We're going to jump forward, backward to forward for the same thing for 10 seconds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. Sides. We're starting on the mat. We're jumping off and on. Keep those feet together. 10 seconds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! Great job. Switch directions. Last set. Here we go. Feet together. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! Great job, everybody. I hope you're feeling warm. It is time to get started. So I will see you all for the workout. Here we are. It is time for our workout. So remember, we are going through a vertical loading, which means we're doing all 3 exercises for 1 round, okay? So again, our exercises are superheroes, into bird dogs, and last but not least, double jump touch, okay? And those will sound a little bit familiar as we go, but do not worry, we are going to have a great workout. So put on your favorite music, and it's time to get started. Come on down, and we're gonna lay on our stomachs first. Remember that our hips and our lower body stays flat onto the ground, okay? So we really wanna make sure that all of we make our lower half heavy, okay? And by doing that, that lifts our shoulders up because we wanna have a nice, straight, strong line. So we're gonna lift our shoulders up and bring our arms forward. That's gonna help stretch out this straight, strong line. Now, we're gonna make sure that our chin is tucked in, and we're gonna peel ourselves up and come back down. That's 1. Peel up. 2. Peel up. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Great job. Remember, we're focusing on our back right here. And if we can get up just even a little bit, that is great. We're working on building strength in our back. Awesome job. We just did our first exercise. Great job. Now, we're coming on down to our hands and our knees. We are going to try a new exercise called bird dogs. This is going to work on our balance and stability, as well as build strength in both our legs and our back, okay? So we are going to be working on our counterbalance. So when I bring out my right arm, that means my left leg is extending. 1, bring it back into the middle and we're switch. And we're going on 1 on this side now. Left arm out, right leg out. Nice and straight and strong. If we can, keep that integrity in your arms too. Make sure that we're not leaning over to one side. We really want to try to make sure that our midsection is nice and flat as well. We're not curving or rolling our back or sticking it all the way up, okay? Nice, straight and strong. Good. Come back in. Here we go for 2. 2. 3. Draw in that belly. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Great job. Very nice. Bird dogs. I don't know why they're called that, but they're challenging. And last but not least, for our final part of the round, we are doing our double jump touch. Something that we have done in class before. It's going to look very, very familiar once we start doing it. It is simply 1, 2, touch. 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 That's 5. 1, 2, touch. That's 6. Here we go. Yeah. 8. 9. 10. I'm going to do a few more just in case that wasn't clear that we got started, because I never said go. Last one. Awesome job. So we want to switch hands. It's almost like we're landing as if we're Spider-Man or any other superhero. I don't know. Wow. No, I don't know. But great job. We just did round 1. That was quick. That was easy. Grab some water. Get your breath if you need to, like I need to apparently. Get your breath, and I will see you for round 2. We're going to pick up the pace just a little. See you on the other side. And welcome back to the other side. I hope you got some water. I hope you caught your breath. I hope you're ready for round 2. We're going to go a little bit faster, a little bit instruction, but we're going to keep it moving. Come on down to the ground. Get your superheroes ready. Feel that weight bring down that lower body, lower half of our body. Arms nice and straight and strong out. Chin tucked. We are pulling from our back. 3, 2, 1, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. Little trick for you. If you're feeling like you're having a hard time, remember that we're driving our hips down to bring our lower body down to bring our upper body up. Okay? So I can only raise myself up if I drive my hips down into the earth. Remember that. We're driving our hips down for our top to come up. Okay? Great job. Exercise number 2. Here we go. Oh, I stood up, but it's bird dogs. That's okay. I'll switch sides. Okay. Hands and knees. Remember, our hands should be under our elbows, and our elbows should be under our shoulders. I'm gonna start with my right hand out, my left leg out. 3, 2, 1. Hold for 2 seconds and in. Stretch out. Hold for 2 seconds and in. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Great work. Last one. Those double jump touches. Here we go. Up, up, down. Up, up, down. Up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Woo! Great job, everybody. Catch your breath, get more water, get ready for round number 3. All right, here it is. Last round of our exercises. Couple of things I want to remind you. Use that draw-in method when we are doing all of these exercises. That belly button should be up, or in and up. So it should be right up here. We should feel that draw-in motion. Great. We want to drive our hips down when we are doing our superheroes. We want to make sure that we are coming down into a squat when we are touching our hands. We're not just dropping down, but we want to make sure that when we come down, we're in a proper squat and when we come back up, okay? And with our bird dogs, we want to remember that we're pushing our hand that is stabilizing. We are pushing away from the earth, okay? We're not just stabilizing ourselves. We are actively pushing ourselves away while the other hand is straightening out. Okay, so let's remember that as we go into our final set of exercises. Come on down for superheroes. Let's get it. Bam, 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 bam. All right, hands out to the side. Drive those hips down, that lower body down. Those toes should stay connected to the ground. 3, 2, 1. Tuck that chin in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I got so excited I started rushing through the exercise. No need to do that. Here we go. Come on down. Find that placement. Those hands should be under those elbows. Those elbows should be under the shoulders. Our chin should be tucked. Nice, strong stance. My right arm is going out first, which means my left leg is going out first. 3, 2, 1. Push away and straighten out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Great job, everybody. Last exercise. Let's do it. Double jump touch. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. We did it. Great job, everybody. Awesome workout today. Please remember, cool down, give yourself a break, catch some water, work hard, and have yourself a great week. I'll see you all soon. Peace.